So today, I'm gonna try to make the most compatible Minecraft server in existence. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean that I want to make a Minecraft server where every single person that plays Minecraft can join. No matter the version the client is in, but also no matter the edition of the game they're playing. And yes, that includes Education Edition. We're gonna go all out for this one. I do want to warn you that this experience can become a little cursed, especially for players that decide to join your 26.2 server in a 1.8 client. Definitely not an optimal experience, but as long as it is theoretically possible, and if we're able to pull it off in this video, then I think it counts. So let's set up a Minecraft server that essentially everyone that has some form of Minecraft in some version can join. But before we do that, do make sure to double check if you're actually a sub to the channel. The vast majority of my daily viewers are still not, and you can change that. Do make sure to double check if you're actually subscribed. I would appreciate that so extremely much. Okay, so step 1 for making the most compatible Minecraft server in existence is choosing a type of server. This is pretty easy. We're gonna go for Paper. Now, Paper is of course the most popular plugin-based Minecraft server software to this date. And that is the key thing here. We need to make sure that we're able to run plugins, because we're gonna need some plugins to complete this compatibility challenge. Now, the most stable version of Paper right now is 26.1.2. There are experimental 26.2 versions. I'm just gonna go for 26.1.2 though, because it's definitely more stable and I would recommend you doing the same. Make sure to install Paper on whatever place you host your Minecraft server. And if you're still looking for a place to host a Minecraft server, by the way, you may want to check out channel partner Alienhost. I've been partnered with them for a bunch of years, and the servers they offer are absolutely amazing. The nice thing at Alienhost is that you can completely customize your own server. You don't have to deal with preset plans, but you can get a server that precisely fits your needs. So do check them out through the link in the description down below and use code KASASORA at checkout to save a whole 20% off of your first month, which will of course also help me out along the way. But we now got a Paper Minecraft server set up, and right now this server is only joinable in Java Edition version 26.1.2. That's the version that I'm in right now. Not really the compatibility we dreamed of. So let's go ahead and tweak this server to make it way more compatible. And the very first plugin we're gonna install is of course ViaVersion. Now, for those who don't know what ViaVersion is a Minecraft plugin that allows clients that are in a higher version than the server to still join that server. In other words, our server is in version 26.1.2. If we install this plugin, clients in version 26.2 and up will be able to join this server. But if you would have a server in, let's say 1.18, then when installing this plugin, every version 1.18 and up will also be able to join, which is incredible. So let's go ahead and download this one. But of course, that's not all, because we're also gonna install ViaBackwards. Now, this plugin is gonna do a lot of heavy lifting for us. Because what is ViaBackwards? It is a Minecraft plugin that relies on ViaVersion, so you definitely have to install that one, because ViaBackwards is essentially ViaVersion, but then the other way around. So it makes it so that clients in an older version than the server version can still join the server. And this goes down all the way to, I believe, 1.8 or 1.9. So that's a far stretch. So let's download. It's a matter of throwing them into the plugins folder of your Minecraft server, and then when we type /plugins, you can see they work. Now let me actually show you what this looks like in a version like 1.13. Because obviously the experience is gonna be a little different, because a 1.13 client will of course not know the same amount of blocks as a 26.1.2 server. So ViaBackwards introduces workarounds for that. When we go to multiplayer and I enter my server address, you can see that I'm just able to join. I can get onto this 26.1.2 server in version 1.13. Now immediately you will see that some things feel kind of off. For some reason there is brain coral everywhere. Now Now you may wonder, why is that? Well, that is because that is a block that this client doesn't know. Because we're in 1.13, meaning that there are gonna be a bunch of biomes here and blocks, which my client doesn't have a texture for. So this, what you're seeing right here, this is a cherry grove biome. It doesn't look very cherry grovey, but this is the best it can do. It's showing acacia logs instead of cherry logs, because, well, they simply don't exist on this client. Same thing for the petals on the ground. When we go ahead and mine some logs, you can see that it will actually show you what the block is supposed to be. So yes, this is supposed to be a 1.19.4 cherry log, which is not showing in my current version. Same thing goes for these petals. There we go, pink petal, also 1.19.4. It is definitely still recommended to play the game in the server's native version. But hey, what we're doing here is trying to make this Minecraft server as compatible as possible. And this definitely makes it more compatible. But we're not completely done yet. It's time to enter cursed territory. Because we're also gonna install ViaRewind, which is a plugin that requires both ViaVersion and ViaBackwards. And it extends the old version compatibility to 1.8 and even 1.7. So it's only for these two versions specifically, but for the purpose of this video, that's absolutely perfect. So here we go. We're in 1.7.2. We're gonna add the server address, and would you look at that? That is some next level compatibility. 1.7.2, here we come. Skins are broken, which honestly is to be expected. But here we are in a modern 26.1.2 Minecraft server in version 1.7.2. The oldest achievable version with these plugins. Okay, that's really good. I'm really happy. So now that essentially all versions of Minecraft Java Edition can join, at least everything between 1.7 and the latest version of the game, let's expand compatibility to other editions of the game. For those who are unaware, Minecraft actually has 3 different editions. There is Java Edition, which is the original game. Then there is Bedrock Edition, which is available for console and mobile. And then there is Education Edition, which is a version that can be used on schools and in workplaces to learn things through building inside of Minecraft. Now, I'm no longer in school, so I don't have a version of Education Edition, and therefore I'm unable to test if that compatibility actually works, but it definitely should. So this is Edu Geyser. This is a fork of Geyser that not only adds Minecraft Bedrock Edition compatibility, but also compatibility for Education Edition. So here you can see how it works. Both Bedrock clients and Education clients will connect to the Edu Geyser packet translator, which will then allow those clients to join a Java Edition server. As it is a fork of Geyser, everything should be really straightforward. All we want to do is simply download the spigot/paper version of Edu Geyser. Clicking on here will take you to the code work page, because apparently Microsoft took down the GitHub due to a false DMCA claim. Hopefully the developer is able to get that back up soon, but for now we're simply gonna download the Geyser spigot.jar version, and then we're also gonna go to Edu Floodgate, which will allow players to join without actually owning a Java Edition account. That is something we absolutely want, so let's go and download this one too. Now, after dragging both in the plugins folder of our Minecraft server and giving it a reboot, we're gonna have a Geyser Spigot config. We have to do some configuration in these folders. So first you want to enter the Floodgate folder, and here you want to look for the key.pem file. This one you want to download. And then we're gonna go back to plugins. After that we choose for Geyser Spigot, and over here we're gonna upload that exact same key.pem file. There we go, key.pem is uploaded, meaning we're good to go. After that we're gonna go to the config.yml, and over here what you want to do under Bedrock is look for the port. This port number is currently the default Bedrock Edition port, but that's likely not a port that you have available. So in case you are hosting a Minecraft server at Alienhost, you simply want to go to your network tab. If you're hosting a Minecraft server somewhere else, you probably have something similar available. And here you want to check your additional ports. Currently I have 2. This is my primary port, meaning that this one gets used by me to actually join the server. This one we still have available and we can use for anything. So let's use it for Edu Geyser. So we're simply gonna place it here. There we go. This will be the port that we need in Bedrock Edition. We're gonna click on save. Now for those who do actually have a version of Minecraft Education Edition available, inside of the Geyser Spigot folder, when you go to extensions over here, you can see the edu.jar file. This is basically the extension that makes it so that education support works. But when you here go into the edu folder, you're able to do some configuration. So for example, in the server list config file, you're able to set a server IP and a port. Like it says here, by default, if you don't enter anything here, it will just use the Geyser port, so the one that we just configured. So unless you want to do something specific, you don't have to enter these files at all. You can just use the exact same information that you need to enter in Bedrock Edition, in Education Edition, and then you should be able to join just fine. So here we are in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Let's see if it actually works. We're simply gonna add a server. We're gonna name it Subscribe, because you definitely should. Then the server address is gonna be this for me. Of course, don't include the port. And the port you want to fill in separately. For me, it is 25612. We click on add and play, and let's see if we're able to join. And there we go. We are totally in. Would you look at that? We have just joined this Java Edition server with Minecraft Bedrock Edition. And because ViaVersion is also installed on this server, the compatibility is gonna be even higher. Because if ViaVersion is there, even older versions of Minecraft Bedrock Edition should be able to join just fine. I don't know what happened to my skin, but we did something great here. Now, even though this is kind of a cursed setup, and the further you stray away from the intended 26.1.2 Java Edition version, the more broken your experience becomes. But it does work, and that's all that matters. Now, there is of course one thing which you can in theory do to make the compatibility of your server even better. Now, I strongly recommend you to not do this. Setting online mode to false does allow cracked players to join, but then again, it also allows every single bot out there to join your server, and there are very little methods to actually prevent that. Even if you have a two-factor authentication system in your server, it still means that bots are connecting to your server directly. And even though they're not able to like go in your server and destroy things, the fact that that connection is possible means that it is really easy to DDoS your server into oblivion, making it totally unplayable. Setting this one to false is one of the worst things you can do for your server security, and I would highly recommend you not to do this. But we are making the most compatible Minecraft server in existence, so in theory, to achieve that end goal, you could set this one to false. And that would then mean that any Java Edition version 1.7 and up can join your server, any Bedrock Edition client can join your server, any Education Edition client can join your server, and if you set that last option to false, even players that don't even own the game and every single bot on the internet can join your server as well. Congratulations on making the most compatible Minecraft server in existence. And also, thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate it. Make sure to sub to the channel, join my Discord. Thank you so much, channel members. And then I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. See you later. Bye bye.